Yo, what is up guys, Matt Wick here, and I am back with another NHL 18 player development video. We're going to be taking a look through the league again, and when we get to our team, I have a special surprise for you guys. We got something big waiting, but we're a little bit down that list, so let's get started here with the Anaheim Ducks. We see Korpistev, I accidentally sorted. There we go, Korpistev. Medium elite, third round pick. He looks very good, 82. He's a top 4 defenseman for only being an 82 overall. That's pretty surprising. I actually have a guy in my franchise mode who I think is like an 82 overall, but he's listed as a second line guy, and somehow he has greater potential than a guy who's 83 overall, who's only listed as a third line checking forward. So I don't know how that works. Maybe it's just because he's younger and the other guy's already developed. Guys here like Sam Steele have developed nicely, 84 overall. Max Jones, drafted in 2016, 80 overall, so you'd hope a little bit more out of him. They only got 1 year left on their development, so we'll see what they can become. Let's check in the system, see what kind of prospects they have. Vegeta here. And guys, I know that's not his name, but his name looks too much like Vegeta for me not to call him Vegeta. Third round pick, medium elite. I think, did he come out as a medium elite or a low elite? I can't remember. I didn't watch the last video just because I have to be at work in about an hour, so I didn't really have time to do that, and I wanted to get this up for you guys. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, they've been shopping him around like crazy, so maybe a guy we go after, as long as he doesn't have huge trade value, because he hasn't developed very well, and I don't know what they're doing with him. Yakupov here. Oh, sorry guys. Just got back from the gym and tried to shove all the food in my mouth. All right, let's see. Beamstrom. Jorgen. They're low elite, 78 overall, so he is developing. Vishnevitsky, 56 overall, medium top 6. He's only 18 years old, so is he from this year's draft? Yeah, 2024 draft. So he looks half decent. Let's go check out, we'll do goalies as well. Actually, we'll do goalies all together like we did last time, so we'll stick to that. Arizona, they've actually been developing the guys that they have really well, so if you're doing a GM mode, maybe look to Arizona to maybe grab up a couple of their young studs. Churchin has developed into an absolute beast. Top 2 defenseman, Clayton Keller as well is a beast. Strome here, 90 overall, Dylan Strome. That is insane. Exact elite, drafted in 2015. Domi looks well. Lawson Krause. I was going to say Logan Krause. Christian Dvorak, he's really well here. The only problem is I think they don't have a great defense, or not a great defense, a great goaltender, and I think that's the only thing holding them back. They got Tyler Myers as well. Wow. And yeah, this is a lot. Now that we're in 2024, a lot of the guys are starting to drop, so we've seen some pretty crazy mix-ups here, so I'll show you guys that as well. Thorensen here, really, Passy Thorensen. Really their only guy drafted in the most recent draft. Low elite. They're Radulov. And it's something really interesting I wanted to keep an eye on. How the medium top 6 and medium top 4 guys develop compared to the low top 4 guys and the low elite guys, just to see if it'd be more worth it to grab a medium top 6 forward than a low elite, just to see like what the odds of their development are. So that's really something we should keep an eye on as we go through these rosters. Definitely point it out in the comments below if you see anything like that. McAvoy here, absolute stud, 90 overall. Did not think he would turn out to be that good. Cody Toms, medium elite, 20 years old, taken in the first round with the first pick in 2022. So I guess a little bit disappointing there. You'd hope he'd be higher, because wait till we get to my team. I keep teasing it, and you guys are going to be excited when you see it. First round, 11th overall, 82 overall for him. Akil Thomas, and then Yulevich, Jim Yulevich. Another first-round pick for them, rated as a 4th-line guy, so that's not bad. Do they have anybody else who's decent? No, not down there. In the system, they have the Dave Boland's little brother, Danny Boland. Low elite, taken in the most recent draft, 59 overall, so hopefully he develops. Fawcett here, 74 overall, taken in 2020 first round. So nothing crazy there. Let's go back to the main roster. Buffalo Sabres, got a couple guys here. McMachius. Jeez, this is terrible, man. This is horrible. But then they got Alexander Nylander there. He's a great player there, so if you see him, maybe grab him up. They got a couple top 6 forward, medium top 6 forwards here. Tommy McCarron, medium top 6, taken in the first round, 2019. He's rated as a second-line forward. Dwayne Pominville, he's not bad. He's a first-round pick as well. Wow, a lot of these first-round picks. And then Keith Von Arx. So not bad there. Let's look at in the system, see what they got. They got one low elite, 20 years old, 77, so that's one of the better ones I've seen taken in the third round. And then they got a couple Let me look at this guy, Terrence Riger. Okay, that's like the same name as a guy that I think I just got rid of because he wasn't developing. Calgary, Guy Brulette, 86 overall, medium elite, 21 years old, so he's got time to develop, taken in the 3rd round, so not bad at all there. We got Jacques Picard, medium elite as well, taken in the 2nd round, so a nice little steal there. He's 22 years old. Hopefully he develops a little bit. Matthew Tkachuk grows to a 90 overall. I think they're playing him on the 2nd line, too, because they have Johnny Gaudreau, which doesn't make any sense because I think they have this guy on the 1st line as a left winger as well, so why not just stack them both up? But whatever, as long as they win, which I don't think they will. McLeod there, medium elite. Jeffrey McLeod, taken in the most recent draft in the 3rd round, so a nice steal there. Tyrone Tham, 3rd round pick. Tham the man. Tham for the fam. Robinson Dreiger there, another medium top 6. Definitely keep an eye on these guys. I want to see how they develop compared to the top guys. Let's go to the next team, the Carolina Hurricanes. Visakis here, 79 overall, so he's growing. 24 years old, so he's got 2 years left. Noah Hannafin turned out to be a beast, 89 overall. And then you got a couple top 6 guys who made the NHL roster. Sebastian Aho, 85 overall. He's 27 years old right now. That's crazy. Appel, I don't think he's grown very well. He's 70 overall, 4th round pick though, so he's got time. He's got 6 more years left to develop. And that's the big thing when you're looking at these guys is they're only like 18, 20 years old. They grow till they're 26. I think when they turn 27, they're done. Or 26 is when they are pretty much topped out. That's pretty much their prime. Is like that 26 or like I guess it would be like 25 to like 28 years old. Or maybe even to 30. That's when they really start to drop off a little bit. Guys like Evgeny Malkin in this game have been big time. I think Jonathan Toews as well. Fitzmaurice here, who they took in 2022, 82 overall, so you'd like to see him get a little bit better and grow a little faster. Jack Nash, their low elite they took in the 5th round. He's finally developing. He's 80 overall, so he can play on the squad. Brandon Saad is an 88. Trouba an 88. They grabbed him up somehow. Haynes, this guy, Corey Haynes, medium top 6, drafted in the 1st round 2019, so he's developed. And another 1st round pick here, Drew Para. Patrick Kane, as you can see, has dropped to an 85. And then if we go all the way down the list, we have Jonathan Toews has dropped to an 81 overall. He is now 36 years old. It's crazy to think that he might retire soon. And they snatched up Jonathan Marchessault as well. Let's go to, oh, wait, we didn't look in the system. Let's go in the system, see who they got. They got a medium elite, nice pick there. 3rd round, wow, Shirokov, a very nice pick. And Shishkinov, the nice little pairing there. Let's see, nobody really else in the system. They got a top 9 guy here. He's 24 years old, 77, so hopefully he develops for them. Colorado, Joe Veleno is an absolute stud, 86 overall. Very nice pick there. Tyson Joust, there's a lot of you guys corrected me in the last video, is an 86 overall now, medium top 6 forward. Let's check in the system, see what they've got. Lundmark, Sekik. Yeah, these names, man, I can't pronounce them. You guys got to give me some lessons on how to pronounce these names. Nothing really crazy there, no elite, so let's go to the next team. Columbus, this is the biggest surprise I saw, I think, when I was going through the rosters. Seth Jones, Ryan Murray, Wenberg, and Werenski all turned out to be beasts. Pierre-Luc Dubois, I still don't know how Doughboy. We'll just call him the Doughboy from now on. He's a 2nd line forward, very nice. Pavel Lenov, he's a 4th line guy who can probably put up some points. Panarin is 32 years old, 86 overall, so he's holding it up there. The biggest one, I think, is, look at this, Evgeny Malkin. He's 38 years old, and he's dropped all the way from, what was he, in the mid-90s, and now he's an 80 overall, so he's probably going to retire soon. And that's just crazy to think. And they also snagged up Derek Pouliot, who I should have signed because I did not think he would jump to an 80 overall like that, but that's a nice little player there. Let's go in the system, see if they have anybody. They have Brathwaite, who they took in the 3rd round, the most recent draft. Another medium elite taken in that 2024 draft, so very nice there. Nothing else really crazy. We'll just keep an eye on these guys and see how they develop video to video. Let's go back to the main roster. Check out the Dallas Stars. Heiskanen, medium elite, 84 overall, taken in that very 1st draft that we did, 3rd overall, so he's turned into a decent player. For a 3rd overall, though, you'd like to see him be a little bit better in that 86 to like maybe 86 to 90 range, especially for a top 5 pick. Bill McLaren, though, he is panned out for the 2nd round pick in that 2nd draft, or the 3rd draft, I believe. 88 overall. Guy's a stud. Yeah, this is the guy. Look at his skating. All 99, 99, 96, 95, 99. Absolute beast. Physical. He's aggressive as hell. Body checking and strength, 94. I'm surprised he doesn't have a harder slap shot, too. It's only 87 when his wrist shot power is 94. Guy's going to be ripping him through the net. The only thing holding him back from being really high, I guess, yeah, the only thing holding him back is his offensive awareness, really, because discipline and points don't really matter. But having that offensive awareness down there at 71, it really hurts him and his overall. So if he had that up, he would be a stud. So defense awareness 86 as well. Shot blocking, stick check 99. That guy's a beast. 23 years old. Hopefully he develops that. Ryan McLeod, 80 overall. Guy's got a very nice hairstyle. Looks like he can be in a boy band. Let's go take a look. Maybe I'll do a Dallas Stars playthrough because now I live in Dallas, so it'd be kind of cool to go through them. Plus, they're a team that's always been like hanging around there. They could be a Stanley Cup contender, but they just always never really pan out when it comes to the playoffs. Nobody really special there. A couple top 9 guys, so hopefully their farm system looks good, actually. They got medium top 9 guys, so that means they can have a good chance to grow, and they're right around that age where they should start popping up like popcorn. Detroit Red Wings, they have studs. They have drafted some studs. Dina Cola, who they took in the first round, second pick, has become an 85 overall. Higgins, absolute stud, 91 overall, only 22 years old. And Strumbalumbalopoulos, taken 2 years ago now, or 1 year ago now. Yeah, Louis Strumbalumbalopoulos. I know that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm not going through and like learning how to pronounce his name. He's only 19, 82 overall, so that's very nice there. A low elite has developed for them. Timo Lepisto, Lepisto. I don't know. I keep trying to Timo, 83 overall. Dylan Larkin, 89. Anthony Mantha, 90 overall. But that's really where it ends for them. I was looking at their roster. That's really all they got is those top guys, and then they drop off hard in their roster. So, yeah, that's why they haven't won a Stanley Cup just yet. In the system, they have some top 4, top 6 guys. Hopefully develop soon. This guy probably going to be a lost cause. So let's go back to main roster, go down to Edmonton. McDavid obviously is a stud, but hey guys, we're going to be surprised when we get to Vancouver and take a look at Bryce Bumgarner, so just wait for that. Puljujarvi, 92 overall. He's still got a year to develop. Maybe he can jump up a little bit more. Draisaitl was a 90 as well. Clefbaum, something like that. Yamamoto, top 6 forward. When was he drafted? 2017, so we could have taken him, but he got picked up by them. Cody Ceci is on their team as well, so that's a little bit of a surprise. They got 3 elites here. We'll see if they develop. This guy looks like he's almost done. Yurchenko doesn't look like he's going to make it up. He's got 2 more years, though, so we'll see if he can make a big jump. McPherson, low elite, 72 overall. And then Nikolish. He's not bad either. Other forward, minor league top 2 defenseman. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the main roster, go down to the next team, Florida Panthers. They have 3 elites. Wow. Timothy Sawyer, 89 overall, taken in 2022. He's very, very good. 20 years old and 89 overall. It's really awesome for him. Versi, another first-round pick, 21 years old, medium elite. Zadina, our boy that we have in our franchise mode, taken 3rd overall in this draft as well. 85 overall, medium elite, 24 years old, so hopefully he grows a little bit faster. Nolan Foote, who was taken in 2019. He's a high top 6 forward. He looks very good for them. And Owen Tippett, 80 overall. And then they have Barkov, Ekblad, and Huberdeau, who look very good as well. Rafalski, really the only guy that they have as a prospect. As always, we'll take a look and keep an eye on these guys and see what they become. I'll try to watch the last video before I film this video next time. Los Angeles, Dwayne Black, taken in 2020. You'd hope he'd be a little bit higher, seeing what we've seen from other guys. 2024, this was a very good pick. 1st overall, Daryl Rome, 81 overall, so that guy's going to be a stud, hopefully. They got a lot of elites. They just need him to develop. Joshua Swift, he's 23, and then Greg Nightingale is 24. He's a depth defenseman, so he can play in the NHL, but we'll see. In the system, top 6, top 9 guys, nothing really too crazy. Let's go back to the main roster, to the Minnesota Wild, where they have 2 elites. Bellamy, who they took this year with the 4th, who can play in the NHL. He's a top 6 defenseman, so put him on that 3rd line, let him develop. Soderstrom, low elite, 21 years old. So he's getting ready to develop. He's already grown very nicely for them. Edinburgh, Giroux, and Wong. Adrian Wong, very nice picks there. Let's go take a look in the system. Spurgeon, who they took. When did they take this guy? 2024 3rd round. Okay, so he's going to be nice. Let's go back to the main roster. Montreal Canadiens. Let's see who we've got here. We got Christopher Guerin, 4th round pick, 123rd overall. Low elite, 79 overall. He's got 2 more years to develop. He's looking good, though. Adrian Skinner, 21 years old. And see, this is what I mean. I see this a lot more. I see these medium top 6 guys developing a lot faster than these low elites. That's why I want to keep an eye on it to really see if it's got any weight to it, to see what it's worth taking in the draft. Let's see who we got here. A couple low elites there not developing, low top 6 guys not developing as well. Then we have a medium top 4, 19 years old. We'll compare. This is a perfect team to watch. Montreal, they have a medium top 4 guy. He's 19 years old. They took him in 2023, so he's been on the team for a year. We'll see how he develops compared to the rest of these low guys. So this will be a perfect team to watch, guys. Montreal, write that down in the book. Main roster, back down. Nashville Predators, Rasmus Dahlin, 89 overall. We'd like to see him be a little bit higher for being the first-round pick so long ago. But 89 overall, nothing to shake your head at. Samuel Klassen, yeah, I'm going to go with Samuel Klassen, 82 overall. He looks very good. Roman Josi and Philip Forsberg have developed nicely. A couple medium top 6 forwards are developing for them. Let's go check in the system. Greg Popovich, the coach for the San Antonio Spurs, has decided to play hockey. And he has been drafted 2nd overall. He's 78 overall. That's pretty awesome for them. Billy Maxwell, low elite, taken in the 4th round in 2022. He needs to get his butt and develop. And then we got a lot of medium potential guys here who are trying to develop as well. Still young, though. This guy is probably someone that they might give up on soon. We'll see. Back to the main roster. New Jersey Devils, they have this high elite Rick Hall, I believe. Yeah. Taken in 2023 and with a 1st overall pick. High elite, 19 years old. Just 86 overall already. That is insane. Luke Gallardi, another 1st-round pick, very good. Ross Graham, a 3rd-round pick, very nice development. Nico Hischier has developed very nicely. When we get to the Flyers, you'll see how Nolan Patrick has developed in comparison to Hischier. It's very night and day. 89 overall for Hischier, so remember that. Harry Landry, 1st overall, taken 2 years ago, so not a bad pick there. He's developing. He can play on the team. And New Jersey's really a team that we should look out for to win the Stanley Cup because they have those young guys and they have a nice little team. The only thing I think with them as well is the goaltender. Clapperton there, Sean Clapperton, 55 overall, taken in the most recent draft, low elite. And Sanders taken in the year before draft. Wow, 76 overall. The guys developed very nicely. And then they get Bear Action. They got Bear Action. He's 18 years old, 63 overall. So we'll see how he turns out. X-Ray is developing. He needs to get up there, man. Or we need to trade for him and grab him up before he develops. I love the name. Back to the main roster. All right, New York Islanders, not a lot of prospects here. DeBrincat, 85 overall. He's developed very nicely. He's a, 2nd-line, 1st-line forward. Wow. He's not playing over Matthew Barzal, though. That's for sure. Hosang, so they have a decent roster here. Xavier Morrow, 2020. So you'd think he would have developed a little bit faster. In the system, they have 1 elite and a bunch of bums. So let's see. Well, these guys might develop soon, but they're on the last couple of years. This guy right here, Rodney Piper, he looks pretty good compared to the 2 around him. But let's go down to the next team. New York Rangers, Earl Lieb, medium elite, 85 overall. He's only 24, so that's not a bad pick. Stasiak, 86, 22 years old, so that's a very good pick there. He might be a beast in a couple of years. Then they got a couple medium top 6 forwards who are developing for them nicely. Let's go check in the system. Lundmark here, they're only medium elite. Let's see, 3rd round in the 2022 draft, so he needs to get on his butt and develop. We got Wang here, Jeremy Wang, 2024, he's the 2024, he's the 6th overall pick in the 1st round, so he came out pretty nice. Let's go main roster. Let's go to the Ottawa Senators. Shabbat, what a stud here. He was a low elite who developed to an 88 overall, so that's very nice to see. And they got a couple medium top 6 guys there. Almond, 21 years old. Wow, so he's developed very fast. Abdelkader, he's developing faster than normal. Logan Brown, he should probably develop a little bit higher. I guess 83 is where he should be. He's listed as a 3rd-line guy, so maybe a little bit higher just so he gets to that 2nd-line potential. There you go in the system. That's what they got, a high top 9 forward. I feel like you don't see a lot of high potential guys anymore, and if you grab one, then you know they have a chance to be good. But this guy right here, high top 9, he's really letting the team down. 74 overall. He needs to get on it. He's only got 1 year left really to develop. And then if you guys want to try to pronounce this name, go ahead and be my guest. I'm not even going to try. Who the hell in this, who put this in? What name is that? I've never heard that name in, the NHL. If you guys do know who that is, let me know. Maybe leave a link to, his Wikipedia page or something like that because that's a crazy name. Flyers, here we go. We can take the big look There he is, Nolan Patrick. He's rated as a medium top 6 forward now, so I don't remember if he was elite or not, and he's dropped. Second line, he's 83 overall, and this is his last year to develop, so he has really, really been a bust for them. You'd really expect more from Nolan Patrick there, but they got other guys, Adrian Bancroft, 21 years old, 86 overall. Donald Young, 88 overall, very nice first-round pick. Kenny Black was taken in the 5th round. I remember him getting picked 82, so he's developed. Sammy Tuominen, close enough, 80 overall, drafted in the 6th round, so that's a steal right there. In the system, do they have anybody? They have 2 elites. We got A.J. Blake and Yanni Vatanen, undrafted player there, so they picked him up in free agency, so that was a very nice pickup. Definitely, guys, remember to sort, as always, when you're in the free agency after the draft. We have our boy Jet Wu, 24 years old. Hopefully he gets a little bit better for them Pittsburgh Penguins. Where is Sidney Crosby to speak of that? Is he still on the team or is he retired? There he is. 79 overall Sidney Crosby. Holy crap. He's rated as a third-line guy. He has dropped off big time. So the Penguins really struggling. Malkin 38, Crosby 37. That's just insane. And Letang is an 80 overall. So these guys are getting ready to retire, and that's just nuts. Crosby's 37 years old. That is insane. In the system, do they have anything to speak of? Nothing really special. Hopefully some of these medium top 4 guys get up there for him. I know they drafted, I think, was it this guy? Yeah, 7th overall, so they need to start getting some top picks again to build up their prospects. San Jose, they have a couple low elite guy there, 5th round in 2019, 84 overall, so that's a nice development there. Other than that, they don't really have anything else. Everybody else, they have Hanze Kopitar. He's signed with them. That's pretty crazy. He's still pretty good, though, 37 years old, so he's held on to his potential pretty well. Anybody else through their team? No, it doesn't look like it. In the system, they have this guy right here, Glenn Adams, 75 overall, taken in the 5th round of the most recent draft. Eberle, Patrick, left wing grinder, low elite, that'd be nice, and he was an undrafted free agent too, so that's cool. Nothing really else there. We'll keep an eye on how some of those guys develop. St. Louis, they have Guerrero, who we've seen before. He's still down there. He's not growing too much for them. Medium top 6 guys who are getting up there in the NHL level. Tarasenko's 32 years old. He's still hanging on to that 90 overall. Straight here, who they took in 2023 with the 23rd overall pick. He is 60 overall, but still got plenty of years to develop. Let's go back to the main roster, down to Tampa Bay. Cal Foote, really, really disappointing there. I'm surprised he dropped to the 14th pick, so I'm wondering if maybe something changed in this one, because I think in my GM mode, he was a top 5 pick. But in this one, medium elite, he has not grown at all, and a lot of teams passed on him. But he's playing in the NHL, so I guess that counts for something. Hedman and Kucherov. Kucherov grows to a 93. That's literally insane. I know he's a great goal scorer, but 93 overall. that's really high. Radish right here. Taylor Radish, drafted in 2016. He's developed. In the system, do they have anybody? 2 low elites who look like they're almost there, ready to crack the NHL. This guy was taken in the 6th round. This guy was undrafted free agent. So even if he doesn't develop, that's a nice pick, so you didn't really waste anything on him. Main roster, let's go back to Toronto Maple Leafs. They have the guy that I had to give up the pick for Matthews, and I really wish I would have kept the pick. I really wish. I'd rather have him than Matthews right now. Tim Zancanaro, 89 overall, medium elite, 22 years old, so the guy can really develop some more. Let's see what he did last season. Yeah, this guy's a beast. I mean, the stats aren't really crazy, but that plus-minus is nice to have. He's playing on a good team, though. Clint Nash, drafted in 2020, 79 overall, playing on probably the 3rd or 4th line. Not bad there. Kuleshov, first-round pick in 2019. He's developed. Mitch Marner, 89 overall. Nylander, 88. Riley, 91. So they are very good. Adam Henrique's on the team. So is Jake Gensel. Wow, they really stacked up over there. Zaitsev is 82. Glad I did not pick him up from a trade. I think they wanted like a first for him. That would have been a big disappointment. Our boy Jesus Creamer, low elite. He's developing, 71 overall, so he's getting up there. Hopefully he can start playing in the AHL soon and grow a little bit more. Damphouse, Philippe Damphouse. Is he German? No, he's Canadian. That sounds like a German name. Let's go on back to them in the system. Let's go to, all right, here we go, boys. Vancouver Canucks. Get ready for this. Bryce Bumgarner, 22 years old, high franchise, 96 overall. This guy's an absolute stud. He put up big points last season, 48 goals, 49 assists for 97 points and a plus 31. He really had a down year the year before that, and then the 2022 is when they won the President's Trophy, I believe. But this guy has been a stud for them, and he's going to only get better. He's only 22 years old. So you really look for Vancouver. If you're doing a Vancouver GM, you already have a bunch of stacked pieces. You have Ole Ulevy. He turned out to be a stud. Elias Peterson. 2017, they took him in the first round of that first draft. He's a second-line forward now, so that wasn't a bad pick. Ian Weller, very nice pick there as well, 83 overall. Ross McDonald, another great pick for them. And then they have Jonathan Dahlin. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And then they have Sven Barchisi. No prospects, really a lot of low potential guys. So let's go back up to the main roster. Let's go to our Vegas Golden Knights. And guys, get ready for this. Raymond Martinez, medium elite. We took him in 2022, 4th overall, and he has grown to a 90 overall already. Look at those skating stats, 5 stars. Guy's got great stats all the way around. Offensive awareness up to 97, so he's going to be huge for our team this year. And his defensive awareness, 89, so that's not bad either. He's got a heck of a shot. Physical is very good as well, so two-way defender. We stole this guy, and he's got 1 year left on his contract. What did he do last year? Because we played him in the NHL all last year. And yeah, so 32 points, not bad, minus 18. I mean, our team wasn't very good. And then the year before that, we played him as well, and he's grown. He's liked the playing time, and he has grown very nicely. Saric for us, 2019, we took him 30th overall. Medium elite, you'd think he'd be better by this time. He's playing on the third line now, so we'll see if he develops playing in that role. Bjorkstrand, a guy we got in the free agency. He needs to develop. Toby Coe, free agent as well. We got him. Craig LaRose, growing a little bit, but I mean by this time, these guys really need to start getting up there. I mean, they're getting there, and then Austin Matthews is a 92. But they're getting there. You know, they're getting in those years where they're going to make big jumps, so we'll see what they do. In the system, our low elites, look at that stacked roster. Crombeen is a guy we really, really want to develop. Took him 2 years ago. He's medium elite. He needs to grow a little bit faster. Kwong is a free agent that we picked up, so medium elite free agent, not bad there. I'll take it. And then everybody else, not really anything special. Just need to get more guys to grow in that AHL team. They were decent last year, but they really need to step it up this year. Down to Washington. They don't really have anybody. Do they still have Ovechkin is the thing I want to know. Did he retire? Yes, there's Ovechkin. 80 overall, so he's holding on a little bit better than Crosby at 39 years old himself. So that is pretty funny to see right there. Dadonov, 77 overall, never grew. But yeah, they don't really have anybody in the system. They have some half-decent prospects, but nothing special. So there's a team that we would look at to be struggling in the future. Terry James with the first overall pick in 2021. He looks like very nice forward. First-line guy, 85 overall, so that is awesome to see playing with Patrick Laine, 90 overall, and he's developed very, very nicely. He's up there with Austin Matthews there at the 90. Matthews is 92, so the first 2 picks in that draft, very good. In the system, let's take a look. Earl Lee, our boy, one of the best names we've seen in this series so far. 67 overall. He looks pretty good. Third-round pick as well. Medium elite defensive defenseman. Other than that, nobody really growing for them. And let's get back. Let's go look at the goalies now. Boston or Anaheim still got their loaded-up goalie situation there. There's a couple guys developing for them in the minors. This is really what I wanted to look at, too. Wow, look at this. Jesus Davis. I don't really remember this guy. First round 2018. Elite goalie is his role. Wow, that is awesome. 92 overall. So really look out for Arizona because they have a stacked squad. So I think they're the favorites to win the Stanley Cup this year. Let's see. 80 overall, Saros. In the minors, wasn't he Nashville's? Yeah, he's Nashville's goalie. Didn't really grow too well. They have a couple prospects as well down there. Let's go to Boston. Holmqvist and Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask really falling off there in the system. Nothing really crazy. Let's go to Buffalo. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, second-round pick. He's turned out to be an elite goalie. Very nice pick there, 89 overall for Buffalo. In the system, they have a bunch of goalies, none really developing. Michael DiPietro, 75 overall, but his last year of development, so not really anything there. Calgary, their goaltending situation sucks. In the system, no prospects, so they're going to struggle for a couple of years. Carolina, Scott Darling still the starter over there. In the system, nothing. Next team, Chicago. Robin Lehner is the starter. Corey Crawford, I guess, has retired. I think that's his name, Corey Crawford. Nothing really there for them, so they might need to look for a goaltending prospect. Maybe offload one of our picks to them because we got a couple elites in our system. Colorado has Martin Jones. He is a decent little goalie. Dansk, nice pick there. First round pick, 2022, so medium elite, so hopefully he grows to be an elite goalie. In the system, Columbus, Korpisalo is an absolute stud. And prospects, they got a couple guys who might become starters. Dallas, goaltending situation. Ben Bishop still hanging on that 82 overall at age 37. Prospects, really nothing there. Detroit, this is the thing holding Detroit back. They have a heavy, top-loaded offense, not a great defense, and then they have weak goaltending. Gravel, 84 is not bad, but it's not really what you'd want to win a Stanley Cup, especially when guys like Arizona have a 92 overall goalie. So let's take a look. Next thing, we already went in the system. Let's go Edmonton. They're struggling with the goalie, so they're really wasting those years on Connor McDavid. Stuart Skinner, oh man, this makes me hurt for my other GM. But he's third-round pick. I think I took him in the first round, so it must be different. Because I took Callan Foote top 5 and then him in my other GM mode 12th. So really, hope they change those overalls because that's scary to see. Let's go down Florida. Oda, medium elite guy there. Matthew Oda taken in 2022 in the second round, so nice pick. In the system, a lot of goalies. Hopefully one of them develops. Los Angeles, no goalies there for them. In the system, they have an elite goalie, 22 years old, so he needs to develop and develop fast. And wow, he was a free agent as well, so that's a great pickup for them. These guys are, it almost makes it feel like these guys who are free agents are almost like those college players that come out of the NCAA who just don't want to play for the team, they just go to free agency. I kind of what that feels like, and I guess you can make it seem like that to yourself if you pick one of those guys up. Just imagine he's from a random Boston College or something like that. It makes your GM mode a little bit more fun. Sam Hendricks. Oh, my nose is getting stuffed up. Sam Hendricks, there we go. Nothing really crazy there. Back to the main roster. Down to the Nashville Predators. Pekka Rinne has retired, obviously. Nothing there, and they don't have really any prospects either. Wow, so they need to step it up. New Jersey Devils, they have an elite prospect. He's 23 years old, so he needs to start to develop and fast. In the system, nothing really crazy there. The Islanders, Bobrovsky and Soderson. Who was this guy taken? I think he was an Islanders prospect. Yeah, he's with the Islanders. He was drafted by them. They got Bobrovsky. He's hanging on to his overall very nicely. 88 overall, still elite at 36 years old. They got two elite prospects as well, Schoten and Wallin. Second-round pick and a second-round pick as well, so they have good luck in the second round with goalies. Down to the New York Rangers, Pagadin, medium starter, second round, that's not bad. And then in the system, they have one elite goalie who needs to develop. It really seems like goalies, especially when we get to our team, we'll take a look. Goalies develop very slowly in this game so far. Blacker and Allen there, Jake Allen. Is Jake Allen rated as a French star? Wow, he's 87 overall. It's not bad. In the system, they got a lot of goalies, so they're really looking for that goaltender of the future there just in case because Jake Allen is 34. Carter Hart in there for Philadelphia. He was drafted by them in 2016. He's a low start potential, but 84 overall, so that's not bad. In the system, nothing really crazy, so they better hope Carter Hart pans out. Matt Murray, still 30 years old, still going to be an elite goaltender, 90 overall, very nice. Tristan Jarry is a good backup. No really prospects there. The Penguins really need to step up their prospect game. Sharks got Voinov, Yuri Voinov taken in 2020, second-round pick for a medium elite goalie. Damn, that is a steal. And then no real starters there to care about. Evan Fitzpatrick, not bad there. Medium star, 26 years old, 84 overall. When was he taken in the draft? 2016. Prospects, they have a medium elite guy, Brendan Reagan, undrafted too, so that's another nice pick. Let's go down to Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky, he's 89 overall, so a very good goalie there. Coburn as a backup, hopefully he develops. No real prospects. Let's go down. Toronto Maple Leafs. Frederick Anderson still hanging on in there, 35 years old, so he might start to drop soon. Do they have any prospects? Nope. Down to Vancouver. Demko still a beast? Yes, he is. 92 overall, Thatcher Demko. So they got Bryce Bumgarner. So it's like Bryce Harper and Madison Bumgarner mixed. Always gets me mixed up. And then Thatcher Demko in net as their elite goaltender. They have any prospects? They do. So in the future, they have Emmanuel Vermette who might be able to come up. 7th-round pick, medium elite goalie. That is a hell of a steal by the computer there. Wow. Let's go back to the main roster. To our Vegas Golden Knights, we have Peter Mrazek and Alto in net. Low elite guy there, so he's developed nicely for being a 5th-round pick. I'm very happy with that. In the system, Kennins isn't growing very well, guys. He is a fourth round. He's our fourth round medium franchise guy, 67 overall at 22 years old. So we need a big jump from him. I don't think I've even started him in the AHL just because he's rated as an other goalie, so I'm not going to play him. Vikingstad, 72 overall, so he's grown nicely. Joe Young as well. And then our other two starters who aren't really playing. We haven't signed them even. Hopefully they can grow up. But, man, Kennins needs to grow. I was so excited when we grabbed him. Medium franchise guy. It's going to be like the first medium franchise guy I've ever seen not grow. If he doesn't get to at least 80 overall, I'm going to shit my pants if he doesn't get to at least 80 overall. That is insane. Capitals have an elite goaler there in Tom Pitton. Second round, he's grown nicely. Holtby still hanging on. He is 35 years old in the system. Wow, look at that. They got another guy there, Henrik Faust. 77 overall, so he's almost ready to get in the NHL. Maybe Holtby might retire soon. Von Fiersen, is he German? No, he's Canadian. Damn, Steven Von Fiersen, high fringe starter, so hopefully he gets up there. We saw Jake Allen with that fringe starter potential. In the last team, the Winnipeg Jets, Eric Comrie, he's developed nicely. Did he? Yeah, I think he's been developing. Yeah, 29 years old, 86 overall, and Hellebuck is a good backup at 83. And then no real prospects there. So yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. Let's keep an eye on the main team we want to keep an eye on is that Montreal, just to see how that comparison. Let's go back to in the system. Yeah, we want to see how this guy grows compared to the rest of these top 6. And then we got some top 9 guys here who we'll keep an eye on too. So this is like the test team right here. The computer's going to play these guys. It knows where they belong. So we'll see really where they end up, and we'll keep an eye on them over the coming years and see how these low guys perform and upgrade, I guess what would it be, grow compared to these medium potential guys that they have as well. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace!